Welcome to Movement Mondays, where we release a new video every Monday to show you how to prevent and correct injuries so that you can move like you mean it. Hey, what's up guys? What's up? It's Mitch back with another episode of Movement Mondays, and we're here in the airport in Las Vegas after our trip here. Actually in honor of this gentleman right here. Shout out to Mr. Mudrick and Emily out there getting married this year. So we're at a bachelor party, and Jeff, he survived, which is great. And so we survived our ride home. We're talking about how to open up your hips in the back and the front as you are going forward and sort of getting onto a plane. You open yourself up. Pretty important too when you're at offices and kind of work on your stuff too. And we have Big G, professional basketball player over here joining us again as well. We got to open up these big hips of his as well. So first thing we want to do is we're sitting and stuck kind of sardined in a plane all the time. Is our hamstrings get super tight and our hips get really closed. And you're kind of found in these tiny little, sort of seats unless you're in first class, which unfortunately none of us are. So if you're not in first class and you're back with us, this is what we're going to do. So first thing you do is get down the ground, so we all go on our knees like this. And most importantly, you want to get in your hip flexor. So I'm going to go this way. And what you guys want to do is make sure you squeeze your butt and kind of press back and then drive your hip forwards, just like this, to open up the front of your hip. And we'll put a link to kind of the exact video of how to do this, but you guys see someone like Jeff here. Turn this way first, Jeff. Face this way. Jeff, he's a little bit having a rough weekend, but he's doing this completely wrong. So he's completely leaning back. I'm not sure what he's trying to, weird dance move he's trying to do, but what we're really trying to see happen here is him squeeze his butt, rotate his pelvis backwards, and then push his hip forwards, and you should feel that pick up in the front of the hip. Feel that? Oh yeah. And so as he's kind of doing this, you can feel him kind of turn towards this side and pick that up along the outside of his leg. Really good one to open up that hip. You can do this on both sides, minimum of 2 minutes on both sides, okay? How's that one feel, G? It's good? Good. So the big thing I don't like to see people do with this is lean really far forwards like this. Just hip flexor muscle runs from your lower back kind of to the front of your hip. And if you extend from one side and lengthen from the other, we really don't see much gains happen, okay? So that's number one. Number two, if we all face this way again, is getting that hammy. So same position, right, to start with, but now we're going to stretch this back leg, this front leg. So what we're going to do is keep your back straight, okay, and then straighten your butt back while you straighten that knee and drive back this way. So you feel that hamstring stretch pick up in the back. You can let that foot lift up. So that's good. So he's opening up to here. We got G here, so he's going to come straight, face straight, and then lean back. Good. Let that knee straighten. So we got Big G here. He's too tall. His hamstrings don't even move. So this is a good one for him. You can see that knee's barely. Cause take a look at this. Bring that in. And this just would show how G's awesome, but this sucks. So you can see how he can't even get that thing too straight as he opens up through there. So a good place for him to work is to open up those hamstrings. So that gets really tight when you're sitting for sort of a long time, right? You might notice one side's tighter than the other. Jeff's doing pretty good here, okay? Last piece is to open up the inside of the hips, guys. So same thing, up position like this. You're gonna take that knee, or your hand, grab onto your ankle and drive that knee out. Really good, G. And think about pulling and kind of taking that knee out as far as you can. You should feel this on the inside of your groin while your other hip stays pinned, low back is straight. So the position here, guys, for this is up like that, okay? So you want to drive that elbow out. Go for it, G. Drive it out. Drive it out. Good. And he's hanging out. He's just really struggling there. Just kidding. That looks good, actually. Awesome. What's that? Tall man problems. And then over here, Jeff's doing a good job there, too, of opening up that hip and really driving that thing out. Good. And where do you feel that?
Right in the hammies.
Right. Feel it hammy and kind of into here.
Yeah.
Awesome. So those are 3 ways you really open up your hips, guys. So again, getting the front of your hips through that lunge stretch, then getting down, opening up that leg back, and then driving that knee out to open up all sort of aspects of your hips before you sit on your tush in that thing for a whole 5 hours and have a not so good a time. All right. So that's us signing off from our Las Vegas trip here. We had a good time. Congrats again to Mr. Mudrick here.
Thank you, sir.
For his big time there. We're all going to shake hands. Good. Gentlemen. If you haven't liked the videos, go ahead and like us on the channel. Subscribe to us if you haven't. And most importantly, move like you mean it. Thanks a lot, guys.